At Sierra, discover top workout gear at incredible prices, which might lead to another discovery. Your headphones haven't been connected this whole time. Awkward. Discover top brands at unexpectedly low prices. Sierra, let's get moving.
Out here, there's no one way of doing things. No unwritten rules. And no shortage of adventure. Because out here, the only requirement is having fun. Bank of America invites kids 6 to 18 to golf with us. For a limited time, sign them up for a free one-year membership, giving them access to discounted tee times at thousands of courses. Learn more at bankofamerica.com/golf with us. What would you like the power to do? Bank of America. Restrictions apply. See BofA.com/golf with us for complete details. Copyright 2025 Bank of America Corporation.
The spirit of innovation is deeply ingrained in America, and Google is helping Americans innovate in ways both big and small. The Air Force Research Laboratory is partnering with Google Cloud using AI to accelerate defense research for air, space, and cyberspace forces. This is a new era of American innovation. Find out more at g.co/American innovation.
Hey there, travelers. Kaylee Cuoco here. Sorry to interrupt your music, great artist BT Dubs, but wouldn't you rather be there to hear it live? With Priceline, you can get out of your dreams and into your dream concert. They've got millions of travel deals to get you to that festival, gig, rave, sound bath, or sonic experience you've been dreaming of. Download the Priceline app today, and you can save up to 60% off hotels and up to 50% off flights. So don't just dream about that trip. Book it with Priceline.
Go to your happy price, Priceline.
This episode is brought to you by Amazon Prime. From streaming to shopping, Prime helps you get more out of your passions. So whether you're a fan of true crime or prefer a nail-biting novel from time to time, with services like Prime Video, Amazon Music, and fast free delivery, Prime makes it easy to get more out of whatever you're into or getting into. Visit Amazon.com/Prime to learn more.
I'm Katie.
And you're listening to Ropedrop Parkhop. Good morning.
Good morning.
We've been in the studio now for almost an hour, just chit-chatting. Don't you wish you could be in on our chit-chats? We've talked about dogs escaping, work drama. What else? Other work drama. No children. Have we talked about our kids? We've talked about my cold that I can't get over.
No, we haven't talked about kids at all.
Forget them.
My son's last day of school was yesterday, so he's done.
Is he so glad?
Yeah.
Is he sad at all?
No.
No.
Not at
Because
all.
all of his friends graduated last year, so he's been missing his friends.
He's ready to move on.
Good for him.
Yeah.
Graduation is next week?
Graduation is next week.
Were you able to get tickets?
I mean, everybody got tickets.
Oh, I have heard people who have not.
No.
That have children graduating that didn't submit their information in time and weren't able to get them for their own kids that have been begging online to get tickets.
I mean, I feel like the school district gave us plenty of chances to get tickets, so I wonder. I feel bad for them, but also that's on them.
I just think it's interesting that, like, how many are you allowed to have?
7.
7.
Yes, and then you could apply for more.
Okay.
If you needed more.
Yeah, and I'm sure it was just their own mistake, right?
Yeah,
not knowing.
They've been telling us since September.
Yeah.
We've had like weekly reminders.
It's crazy. I feel like they need to move to bigger venues.
Well, and I mean, it was in a bigger venue, but the reasoning that they gave for moving it to this smaller venue is that they were able to schedule it farther in advance. And a lot of people complained in the past that, we didn't know when graduation was going to be until, a couple months before. And then people couldn't plan their family trips or whatever for the summer or, for family to come in and be there for it. So this is a trade-off. We'll see how it goes. I don't know.
Have you figured out your family trip for the summer?
No.
Lots of recommendations for you to go to Yosemite.
Thank you so much, you guys, for reaching out. I think it sounds really fun. That may be what we do. We'll see. I will keep you posted.
Curl up in the back of your car.
Sounds
and tag
good.
along.
We'll put you in the
cargo?
the Thule on top.
Yeah. I appreciate it.
And it'll be comfy, I promise.
I'm sure. Sounds comfy. Aerodynamic for sure. Okay, I'll read a review.
Okay.
This one is from Courtney Pigron. 5 stars. My favorite girls.
Aw.
Are we still your favorite? Are you still here? Tell us. We get lots of messages that people are still here, so I love hearing that.
Yes.
Ropedrop Parkhop has become paramount in my Friday morning routine. Ooh, sorry. We moved. Hopefully we're still part of your routine just on Mondays now. What says Friday more than listening about Disneyland? Well, now it's Monday.
Monday. Unless you go join our Patreon.
Then it's still
and
Friday.
Then you get it on Fridays.
Aaron and Katie have the best tips. I love the ease of their conversations, their love for Disney, but most of all that they will be honest. If you need to know what works, what may need to change, cough, cough, dear Disney, or where you may need to be ready to pivot, these are your girls. Not to mention, they typically wrap this sweet little package up in 30 to 45 minutes. Most of the time. I have Dory's attention span, so this works for me. They also have great guests, and I love Ropedrop Kids in the summer. Thank you both for being committed to bringing us news, tips, and tricks for a successful trip. Heart emoji.
Love it. Thank you, Courtney.
We appreciate it.
I actually texted Aaron in the middle of editing last week, and I was like, oh, we were so chatty this week. It was a long episode, so sorry about that.
We had a lot to say.
We did have a lot to say. Okay, shall we talk about some news?
Yeah, there's not a ton.
I mean, there's a ton, but it's all 70th stuff that we knew was coming.
And that's pretty much what the episode is going to be. So we'll hold off on most of that.
Right.
But as far as like basic news, not a ton. And I think that's kind of the standard when there's a big event kicking off.
Right.
The news has already come, and now we're just kind of rolling through some of it. So
the entrance to California Adventure from Pixar Place, that exclusive entrance that they have been using for Grand Californian guests and Pixar Place guests, is currently closed, and they have reopened the Grand Californian entrance into the Grizzly Peak area.
Yeah.
So the new turnstiles are going in at that Pixar Place entrance now.
Yep.
So that probably a month-ish, I would guess, a month or two, that'll be closed.
They said until mid-June.
Okay,
and
about a month-ish.
Guests staying at Pixar Place are able to use the Grand Californian entrance in the meantime.
Which is really nice.
Which is not typical.
Right.
So you can go over, if you're going to be staying there, you can go over and use that Grand entrance. And then they should reopen it. It's a really pretty walk back there.
It is. I like that walk.
I do too.
Yeah. So that's that. That should take care of all the turnstiles then, right?
Yes. And they look really great.
They do.
And they look nice. Like, I think they look nice.
Has anybody had any issues with those so far?
I'm sure.
I haven't heard anything about them.
I haven't either.
So
hopefully it's going smoothly.
Yeah, no
but
news
I'm
is
sure
good news.
there's always issues, right? With all kinds of new things.
And then Small World finally reopened. It was delayed a few times.
And
it's finally reopened, and it has cute little Miguel and Dante in it.
No new verse yet.
No new verse yet. Which... Did we decide that's happening
Probably
in mid-July?
Probably mid-July, on the 17th-ish.
Yeah. There is a new projection show going on that Small World, which we've talked about in the past. They've had some soft openings for a few of these things this week.
Tapestry of Happiness?
Tapestry
Is that what it's
of
called?
Happiness, yes.
Okay.
Yes.
It looks really pretty.
It all looks very fantastic. For those of you lucky enough to just be in the park yesterday, they had a Paint the Night preview.
I watched a live stream.
Did you? Did you cry?
I did. I actually didn't watch the whole thing. Okay, first of all, so last night they previewed Paint the Night. The night before they previewed the new World of Color.
Right.
I have been able to avoid spoilers. I don't want to see World of Color at all. Paint the Night I've seen before, so it's not like it's a spoiler.
Right.
So last night somebody was live streaming it, and I tuned in, and the second I heard the music, I immediately got teary. I love that song, first of all. I think it's great.
Yeah.
But I'm so excited to see him.
So cool.
I can't wait. I'm teary now.
Speaking of the music, the 70th album is released now. So if you want to go listen to the soundtrack of Celebrate Happiness, go check it out. We've got some Jonas Bros.
Yeah, there's a lot of people. Fitz.
I don't know who that is.
From Fitz and the Tantrums.
Okay.
Mr. Fitz.
Boys to Men. Yeah.
There's a whole bunch
good
of
ones.
A whole bunch of folks people should know.
The monorail has a new wrap on it. It's got a cute, beautiful 70th wrap. The fancy playground structure in the Esplanade is up and featured a weird turret. What do you call that? The thing on top of the turret?
The thing on top of the
little cutout of the partner statue.
It did not really look like Walt. It looked like maybe another figure in our current times. Anyway, and so people, I guess, complained because it's Walt now for sure.
Yes.
But it looked like, apparently, there's some speculation that it was Walt with a newsboy hat on. That's not what it looked like.
That's not the Newsies we were asking for, Disneyland.
No, it's not. But anyway, it looks like actual, because he's not wearing a hat in the partner statue.
Right.
And it's the partner statue.
Right.
So now it looks actually like the silhouette of the partner statue. It looks more authentic.
Yes. I mean, come on, metal cutter boy. Figure it out.
It was kind of funny.
Anyway, it's prettier than I thought it was going to be. It looked weird in the
It's
concept
still
art.
Weird for me. People love it, and that's fine.
Yeah, it matches all the other decorations.
Yes.
We've got 70th medallions everywhere. On the Grand Californian, there's a new 70th medallion. There's one on the castle.
I was looking at some pictures of some of the celebrations throughout time at Disney, and like there was some content creator shared pictures from each of them and asked what everyone's favorite was. Which one was the one that was really pretty? There was one that was really pretty that had like
The diamond one was one of my favorites.
So that was the 60th?
60th, yeah.
Yeah, that one, it was pretty, and I remember going during that time. Let me look really quick.
Was that like 2015-ish?
Well, it would have been.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they left the diamond stuff up for a long time, like longer
Yes,
than
they
just that
did.
year, and it was so pretty.
So let's see. Oh, it's pulling up lots and lots of. Oh yeah, okay. Maybe it was the 50th at Disneyland, and it had crowns on all of
that's
the
pretty.
turrets. Which I was like, why did we not? Why don't we do a little bit more decorating of the turrets? I kind of feel like they phoned this one in a little bit. Like they put up
Oh,
some.
yeah, that's pretty.
Because I remember also for the 60th, 10 years ago, that the turrets had paint. They did something different with the turrets. It was like iridescent or something.
Oh,
Do you remember
yeah,
that?
Yeah.
And so I feel like nothing's on the turrets this time.
Yeah,
It's
it's almost just like pop-up decorations instead of
Correct.
permanent ones.
like they slapped a medallion on, put some bunting up, and called it a day.
Yeah.
And so I feel like they kind of phoned this one in. It's pretty. I like the colors. I feel like they could have done just a teeny bit more. 70 is a big year.
We will reserve judgment until we see it in person.
Absolutely.
Right?
Absolutely.
Like we always do. Really pretty projections on Carthay Circle.
I love
Yeah, so pretty.
the cavalcade
Oh yeah,
Also
the
started
cavalcade
yesterday
is very cute.
with the Duffy and friends.
And I saw somebody post that there were different characters
Throughout.
So there were some characters the first showing of that cavalcade, and then there were some different characters in the second one. Not completely different, like the main characters were still there,
Like
but like
Duffy and
maybe
Shelley May, is that who it is?
Yeah, but maybe different princesses on the princess
Maybe.
float. Anyway, so you might catch a different show if you see it twice in one day.
I mean, cavalcade, accurate, but it's a little small parade.
Yeah,
It was a little
it's
bit
got,
bigger than
like,
I expected.
Make 2 or 3 floats and
Yeah.
then a bunch of characters walking and a bunch of dancers walking.
Yeah,
and
just a good
dancing.
midday break.
Yeah.
I did hear, though, for this preview of the parade last night that, in fact, the live stream that I watched, he said he'd been in his seat for about 3 hours waiting for like a prime Main Street USA spot.
Okay.
I don't know if that's how it's going to continue to be. I was talking with a client who's traveling next week, and I said, I'd plan on an hour. I'd plan on finding a spot about an hour. There are going to be people who are camped out
Yeah, for sure.
a lot longer than that. But I think if you are going in the next couple of weeks when everything is brand new and just starting, plan on an hour if you want a really good seat.
Do you remember when they announced, it was a few years ago when they announced, there will be no camping out earlier than, what is it like? It's like a 3-hour limit or something like
Really?
that.
No, I don't
yeah,
remember that.
I remember they
That's
made a
funny.
big deal out of saying
I
you
wish
will not
that
be
they
able to
would
camp out all
enforce
day.
that. I wish they would enforce it, but also
Maybe it was only 2 hours. I'll have to look it up, but I haven't
That's
heard anything
interesting.
about it since then.
well, obviously they're allowing people.
Yeah. And then Toy Story Midway Mania has got some new 70th little nods.
Which
in
I've heard it's
the
easy
game.
to score higher.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yes,
Yay.
because like everything that used to be 500 is now 700.
Okay, that's fun.
And so I did hear that you can rack your score up a lot quicker and a lot easier.
Huh.
So you're going to feel like a superhero.
All right, Joey, we don't need your tips anymore.
I was just going to say, I'm excited to see what Joey can score now. Joey, are you listening? Maybe you need to come back on the podcast and tell us how to score big.
What's it called? The key.
Oh,
The key game.
Key to
The
Disneyland.
The key
I
to
don't know. What's it
Disneyland
called?
is going, right?
Yeah.
There are people trying that out already. And then there's also a new, we didn't know this was coming, but a Magic Band experience where you scan your Magic Band and you get a little card for different attractions and
It's
things.
like a ticket.
Yeah.
And so my understanding is for the Magic Band experience, if you are going this weekend, which we are recording Thursday, Patreon, you're hearing this Friday, which is the kickoff of the 70th celebration. So this applies to you if
And
you're
I
on your
know-
way down. We know
Yes.
some people who
Yes, I
are.
was going to say, we have a few listeners that are going this weekend.
So if you're on your way down this weekend, it applies to you. This weekend, there are 5 different areas where you can find these Magic Band experiences. There's one with Tilly on Main Street at the Main Street Cinema. There's one near the Golden Horseshoe, I believe.
Okay.
There's one near Autopia. I'm trying to think.
Yeah,
I
I
watched
actually don't know
a video on
exactly
this
where
last
they
night.
are.
Anyway, there's 2 more.
Okay.
You can ask a cast member. They can help you.
Okay.
But all of them will be working for you. You can go to each one. Oh, there's one in the Jungle Cruise queue. That's
Cool.
right. I forgot about that one. And then let me think. If I can think about it, I'll say it.
Okay.
But anyway, you can go to each one and get the ticket. And they print a really cool ticket for each attraction that's kind of based on that attraction.
That's a fun little collectible. They're
Totally
pretty.
fun. After this weekend, it's my understanding that only one per day will work.
Oh.
So once you do one, that's it for the day.
Huh.
I'm not sure, but we'll see.
Interesting.
And then there's also a place where you can, maybe this is it. There is one that doesn't give you a ticket, but it has a little window show. And so when you scan, and that one is in, there's one in Fantasyland near Bibbidi Bobbidi Boutique.
Okay.
That's the other one. And then there's one maybe on Main Street where you can scan your Magic Band, and there's a little show that happens in the window when you scan your Magic Band. And I think that one does not count toward your ticket experience.
Okay.
And then the key is $60. And there are, I believe, 6 throughout the park where you insert the key and it activates that you visited that particular land or whatever.
Right.
And then once you've visited all 6, you can unlock your key and there is a collectible pin inside.
Do you keep the key?
Yes.
Okay.
And it lights
It's
up,
big.
it plays music. And then hack, if you're there for a weekend and you don't make it to all 6 kiosks to unlock your key, there is a way to unlock it yourself.
Okay.
I learned.
Don't cheat. Just do it.
Or if you're busy,
Experience it.
you're busy and you want your pin. So if you turn it off and then turn it back on, you have to hold the power button for like 2 seconds to turn it back on. And then there is like a little pinhole on the D part that you hold on to of the key that you can stick a pin into, and it should pop open the pin holding area.
All right.
Anyway.
You heard it here first, folks.
Don't come for me if that's not quite accurate. I watched a quick video yesterday, and that's what I remember. And my memory is not what it used to be.
A bunch of people like trying to hammer open their keys, and they're like, Aaron and Katie said we didn't have to play the game. We could just crack open this D, get our pin. All right. Have you seen the new creepy Mickey popcorn bucket?
Do you think it's creepy?
It's creepy.
You do?
It reminds me of Pinocchio from Shrek, like the way that its eyes move and its head spins. The video that Disneyland posted, like the actual official
with the
video.
guy sitting next to it. Yeah,
it creeped me out. I don't know why. I don't want a moving popcorn bucket.
I have no use for a moving popcorn bucket. That's kind of okay. So funny story. Side note. Sorry, Courtney. We're not concise today. We had 2 stuffed animals toys when my kids were young. One was a Mike, one was a Sully, and they interacted with each other.
Okay.
And they would talk to
like
each other.
Like Furbies.
Kind of, except that you can...
Furbies are creepy too.
Right, they are. And these guys were kind of creepy. But I have 2 experiences. Number one night, Kenley was probably 4. No, she was 5 because Lyndon was born, and Lyndon was asleep, and Kenley woke up, wasn't feeling well, and so I hurried and moved her out of the bedroom before she woke Lyndon up. But I grabbed her from her bed, and she got out of her bed, and Mike was laying on the floor next to her bed, and that's where she landed, and it was pitch black, and we couldn't see. And he was activated by touch. And so when she came out of the bed at, 4 in the morning, and it's pitch black, and landed on him, he growled. And so all of a sudden, in the middle of the night, dark, pitch black, roar, super, super loud. That's one. Do you remember the play tables that your kids had?
Mm-hmm.
We had one, and we had it put under the bed, put away, turned off, and it somehow came on in the middle of the night, and my sister-in-law was in the room sleeping, and it said, "I see you," in the middle of the night. And so that's my concern with things like this, is that, like, sure, it's turned off, but all of a sudden Mickey's going to be like, "Hi there, pal," from your cabinet. And that, I have no use. I have no use for a talking, moving, articulating popcorn bucket.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people are going to be really excited about it. It's cool.
Yeah.
It's not my...
How much does it cost? That's my question.
It's a great question. If the
I'm
key
going to look
is
it up
$60,
really fast, right? A moving, talking Mickey popcorn bucket.
They've also released a lot of merch.
Yeah, tons
Very
of merch.
cute merch.
I love the classic Walt collection. Yeah, the Vault, is that what you said?
There's one that's called the Vault.
I think that's the one I'm talking about.
Maybe. I really love the old school Disneyland writing. Have you seen that? Like, there's a Ringer sweatshirt that I really like. There's some cute bags. They have e-ticket attraction mint tins. Yes, please.
Cute.
I'm going to have to get that. Anyway, they've got some really, really fun throughout the eras of Disney.
There's no pricing on at least this article that I'm looking at, but I can't imagine that it's inexpensive.
$52.
Oof,
$51.99.
that's crazy.
No, I'm not into it. I mean, like I said, there are some people who are. No judgment. It's cool. It's totally cool. It's just not my thing. And also, I know it's going to come to life. And that's how we're all going to end, is all of the robots and all of the things that talk and walk and move are going to come to life and
100%.
take over the world.
All right, let's talk about Magic Keys really, really quickly. They are coming, the top 2 tiers are coming back on sale this month. I don't know why, but May 20th, that's next Tuesday.
And they made like a whole full-on reel advertising.
Yes.
Like, it's so exciting, and I don't understand. Are they coming on sale forever? Nobody knows.
Probably not.
For a couple weeks?
Yeah.
Sure. Who knows? Your guess is as good as ours.
But anyway, if you are excited about that happens Tuesday morning. It'll be 9 a.m. Pacific time. 9 a.m. Disneyland time. You can get in the queue before that. So inspire and believe. I really, really like that Magic Key. Maybe I'll buy a Magic Key just so I can buy this.
Which?
The cooler bag. It's so cute.
Is it the popcorn? Uh-huh. I think that is really cool. Anyway, is that it for news?
I think so.
Hang on, real quick
quick.
East Coast news. Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party. Dates are out. Tickets are available.
Yes.
If you want to go, let us know.
Yes, and packages for Universal for all of 2026 just dropped this morning as well. So if you're ready to book some Universal, reach out to us.
Interesting story. Let me share story time with you really quickly. I thought that we made it fairly clear, and sometimes I feel like maybe we talk about it too much, that we are travel planners. But we got an email in our email yesterday from somebody who was like, hey, I just found your podcast a few months ago before I went to Disneyland for my first time ever. The travel agent we used specializes in Walt Disney World more, and I felt like your podcast was so much more helpful for our trip than she was. Can you recommend somebody who could help us with our next trip to Disneyland? And I was like, yes, us.
Raise my hand.
So we are travel planners. If you don't know that, both of us are travel planners, and we would be really, really happy to help you. We specialize in theme parks, obviously. We can handle Disney, both coasts, Universal, both coasts.
Yep. Cruises, all-inclusives.
All of those things, but we can do anything. We can book anything. If you want to go to Yosemite this summer, reach out. We'll help you. But if you want to do Disney, we're your girls for sure.
Yes. All right. And I think that's it for news.
Yeah.
And stay tuned for some fun
Menu reading. Calling all Disney enthusiasts dreaming of a magical escape, look no further than Mouse World Travel, your Disney vacation experts.
Whether you're enchanted by the magic of Disney parks, setting sail with Disney Cruise Line, embarking on an Adventures by Disney journey, or relaxing in paradise at Aulani, we've got you covered.
Our team of experts will craft the perfect getaway tailored just for you. From park tickets and dining reservations to exclusive perks and personalized itineraries.
Ready to make your dreams come true? Visit mouseworldtravel.com and tell them Ropedrop and Parkhop sent you.
Mouse World Travel, where your Disney adventure begins. All right, first things first. Congrats to the Disney Parks blog for finally updating their countdown calendar. I checked it earlier this week and it said it was 66 days until the 70th celebration kicked off. That is incorrect, Disney. It was maybe 6 days, but not 66. But today it shows that it is 1 day away. 1 day away. Yay! Actually, that's not accurate either. Really, let's be honest.
Because everything started already?
Well, yes, but also it says 1 day, 1 hour, 31 minutes, and 27 seconds. So does nothing kick off until
10 a.m. tomorrow?
Yeah, like noon tomorrow.
Maybe.
I don't know. Anyway, yay.
You guys can sleep in, I guess, if you're going tomorrow.
Yeah, it's not kicking off for a while. No need to rope drop tomorrow.
So we are going to talk about the food menus for the 70th. We've got food all over the resort, all over the hotels, all over everywhere. We've talked about some of it already in previous news, because they kind of trickled some of it. But we're going to talk about all of it today.
I created a foodie guide for the 70th. Let me tell you something. It's actually not all over the park. It's mostly in Disneyland. And then there's like 3 things in California Adventure.
A smattering.
A little bit in California Adventure. And then, yes, in the hotels, there's new stuff too. And then there's just new foods.
Right.
Which, yes, we talked about those. Those they don't appear to be seasonal. It appears to be that they are just new menu items moving forward.
Fun. Yeah. That's really fun.
So things that we've mentioned already a couple weeks ago are sticking around.
Gotcha.
But these are for the 70th.
And then the 2 new big things in California Adventure for the 70th, I guess, are the dessert parties for the parade and World of Color. So we'll count that as part of the new.
Yeah, that counts.
The new menus.
And we mentioned it already, but they're so cute. They're like little to-go boxes, and they're so cute. Should we do the dessert party while we're there?
I think we should.
I really do too. Dang it. Sumit is meeting us for dinner.
That's right.
Come with us.
Come on, Sumit.
Let's text him.
Let's do the dessert party.
Well, I'll text him.
Okay.
You talk, I'll text.
Let's talk first about Alien Pizza Planet. There's a brand new macaron.
Wait, hold on. Get your voice going.
Oh.
Get the correct voice.
There's a brand new macaron coming to Alien Pizza Planet. And by brand new, I mean it's an alien macaron with a party hat on.
Because they've always had an alien macaron.
This alien macaron is celebrating happy with a hat.
He is
a jaunty little hat.
He is ready to party. Whatever.
Okay. But anyway, there's a new pizza. It's a barbecue.
Oh, wait, hold on. It's a chocolate birthday hat.
Yeah. It's a birthday cake, buttercream, and confetti cake center finished with a chocolate birthday hat. It's probably...
It looks so derpy.
Yeah. It almost looks like a dunce hat. It's a party hat. Okay. The new pizza, though. This is really what people will be excited about, right?
Yes, I'm sure.
The barbecue chicken and pineapple pizza slice. That sounds yummy, actually.
I agree. Papa John's has a Hawaiian barbecue chicken pizza that I really like. So that's what this makes me think of, except for this has corn on it.
It does. But everything else is pretty much the same as a regular barbecue chicken. Roasted corn. That's probably a good addition.
I would think so.
I wouldn't mind that. Oh, Sumit is in. You heard it in real time. It's coming with us.
Nice.
All right, let's move over to Bengal Barbecue. They have grilled Tahitian ribs served with white rice and pineapple slaw. I'm not a huge ribs person.
I think they're just a hard thing to eat.
Yes.
So it feels like something I would avoid at a theme park, similar to the turkey leg.
But I like the idea of a pineapple slaw. I think that sounds yummy.
And also, I was watching some content creators and folks were invited this past week to a preview at Disney. You keep hearing my dinging. Do you keep hearing it?
Yeah.
Anyway, they were invited to a preview, and they had a lot of the foods out, and I was watching some stories, and I saw these. They look good. They look really good.
Well, and I mean, grilled Tahitian ribs, that sounds really yummy.
What is a Tahitian rib?
I don't know. Tahitian would probably be like Tahitian vanilla. That's what I picture. Now, it's probably like a tropical barbecue flavor.
Or does it come from the Tahitian, a four-legged beast of the Polynesian islands, the Tahitian devil?
I don't know. I feel like you're diving into Star Wars menus now.
That's exactly right.
It's a tip-yip rib.
Yes, it's a Tahitian.
It's a yub-nub.
It's a
tip-yip.
Let us know what a Tahitian is.
Okay, and then Blue Bayou. It's fun when Blue Bayou mixes up their menu because it's kind of a limited menu most of the time, and they don't mix it up very often. They have
Katie's excited about the first one.
Yes, a ribeye steak and prawns with Western butter.
What's Western butter?
I don't know. Is that like cowboy butter? You know what cowboy butter is?
No.
It's like paprika and it's good.
Zesty.
I like cowboy butter. Loaded baked potato and asparagus. Except for the prawns, I'm in. I like ribeye.
Just try them.
Yeah, just try them. Just see what happens. Vegetable hearts salad. That looks good.
Baby greens, artichoke hearts, hearts of palm, heirloom tomatoes, cucumbers, croutons, and lemon herb ranch.
A little hesitation on the croutons. Chocolate chip mousse, which is a chocolate chip mousse with a cocoa sponge and red glitter glaze covered with vanilla bean pavlova.
It's ugly.
Is it?
Yeah, it looks like...
Oh, yeah. It looks like a bao.
Kind of like a bao.
What I thought it was when I first looked at that.
It also looks like that guy from, what was the show that Bill Cosby did? The cartoon that Bill Cosby did in the 80s? Fat Albert.
Hey.
Yeah, Fat Albert. There's the guy with the big mushroom-looking hat, and it looks like that.
That's funny. Blueberry cocktail. So there's it's got popping spheres in an alcoholic beverage. Fancy.
I am never, ever, 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 ever going to understand why we have to be so romantic and flowery with our language. Just call it boba.
It's probably TM'd.
Probably.
And then a fancy IPA. And then Cafe Daisy
has a chicken bacon ranch flop over. Have you tried a flop over yet?
I haven't. I've heard good things about them.
I have
it
too.
seems like a little good grab and go snack. So
we should
that's
try this one. Ranch
yeah.
bacon bits, diced chicken, mozzarella, and provolone. I'm in. That sounds good. I would try that.
And then the Miss Daisy, cute. Is it like driving Miss Daisy?
I would
Minute
think.
Maid light lemonade and blue cotton candy syrup topped with blue raspberry gummy rings. It sounds
Too much sugar.
too sweet for me, but it's cute and it's a cute name. And then a new cold brew. Joffrey's cold brew and vanilla cream syrup topped with whipped cream, chocolate medallions, and confetti sprinkles. Also too sweet.
Add the sprinkles. Over at Carnation Cafe, we've got beef stroganoff. Why has that not been on the menu before now?
I love beef stroganoff.
I really do too.
I like it better over rice than egg noodles, though.
Really?
Yeah.
I like it over egg noodles. Braised beef, bacon, onions, and mushrooms over egg noodles.
That sounds good.
They have a tropical rum cocktail, and then they have that same 70th anniversary IPA. It's a specialty IPA for Disneyland 70th.
Kind of off topic for just a minute, but did you hear? We didn't talk about this in our news, but at Disney World, they are opening a new pirate-themed lounge and it will be the first location in Disney World to serve alcohol.
It's exciting.
Super
in Magic
exciting.
Kingdom.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Yeah.
Sorry.
That's
yes, Magic
exciting.
Kingdom.
But
yeah.
probably you can't walk around with it.
Nope, for sure not.
Gotta have a seat.
Churros. Let's talk about churros for a moment.
These will be available.
Just one.
Yep, it's just one. And it's going to be available at 3 different locations: Haunted Mansion, Town Square, and Big Thunder Mountain Railroad.
And it is a fancy celebration churro. 70th celebration churro, classic churro rolled in ube sugar and topped with marbled blue raspberry icing drizzle and sprinkles.
I think that sounds good. Very sweet again, but I think it sounds good. I'm okay with it.
I am actually really excited about these Space Place cottage fries at Galactic Grill. I think we have to try those.
I agree.
And I think we need to try whatever that pickle concoction is below that, the cowboy fries at Golden
fries.
Horseshoe. Fries, nacho cheese, sautéed ground beef, burger sauce, and butter pickles. That sounds good.
You get that.
Okay.
I'll get the Space Place cottage fries tossed in Parmesan butter and parsley with a house-made ranch.
And we'll meet in the middle.
Yes.
We'll meet
at
at
the
Main
hub.
Street.
We'll sit and watch the horses cause problems. Gibson Grill has a banana split. Do they not normally?
I would think they do, but it says new.
Well, it's got pineapple on it.
Yeah.
No, I'm okay without it.
Lots of banana splits do a pineapple
Do
sauce.
they?
Strawberries and pineapple and chocolate. That's like a normal banana split combo.
I have never had pineapple on a banana split, but
Does it have coconut? Sometimes they think. Nope, I don't see any coconut.
chopped nuts.
Just chopped nuts. Hungry Bear Barbecue Jamboree. Peach cobbler funnel cake fries, which sounds really familiar to me. It says it's new.
It says it's new.
But doesn't that sound like something they've had before?
Have they maybe just had a peach cobbler funnel cake?
Maybe.
Minus the fries?
Maybe.
Maybe it was just the big lump of funnel cake?
Maybe. And then the honey cold brew has
Which
honey,
also sounds
honey
familiar
cereal
to me.
Yeah.
Honeycombs.
Honeycombs, yep. TM. Jolly Holiday Bakery. We talked about these already before, but they have a new Matterhorn macaroon, which is the coconut version of, not the macaron, a macaroon.
It's like a
cookie.
little mountain of coconut cookie.
With sprinkles.
That
And
means that's how you know it's for the
Yes.
70th.
And then the 70th celebration macaron, which is vanilla bean buttercream, strawberry jam, and fresh strawberry with strawberry whipped topping and strawberry crunch. That's a lot.
A lot of strawberry.
On a macaron.
And sprinkles.
Yes. And then the Mickey Hat cookie, which
And the Mickey
is
Hat cookies
new.
throughout. Again, it looks familiar to me.
Yeah.
But they say it's new.
It's cute. It looks like a Mickey Mouse Club.
It's also at Market House. I think it's also across the way at Fiddler Pfeiffer. I think they've got it in a few places.
And if you want a cake, a slice of cake that has sprinkles, that is also celebrating happy, you can get that at Plaza Inn.
It's really pretty. And Plaza Inn is notorious for having really yummy cakes. And this is only going to be, it's kind of weird, and explain to me why. It's available May 16th through June 1st, so just for 2 weeks. Then not at all during June. You get none. And then starting again July 1st.
I wonder if, I don't know, I just had a thought, like, are they going to do a special Pride cake
maybe.
at Plaza Inn for June?
Oh, for June? That's probably actually correct. It's probably going to be a really bright Pride cake.
Yeah. A rainbow cake.
A rainbow
They
cake.
do a really pretty rainbow cake.
This one, though, is layers of pound cake, cherry compote, confetti cake, vanilla bean, white chocolate mousse, and lemon curd pastry cream covered with a white chocolate ganache buttercream. That is a lot.
That sounds shareable, but yummy.
Everything.
And it's really pretty.
Apparently, the way that we celebrate happy is to just pound sugar all day.
I think that sounds correct.
Just mainline the sugar.
Okay, there's a beautiful new pretzel. at Star Tours The Adventures Continue cart. Is it really near Star Tours? I would say it's more near Buzz Lightyear, near Astro Blasters, that pretzel cart.
Yeah. I would say.
Unless they're moving it.
No, I would say it's probably there. It's
one that's like under the monorail track, right? No,
Under
or
the
the
people mover?
mover track, yeah.
I guess.
Huh.
It's near both. I don't know.
Yeah.
But here's my issue.
Okay.
And we all know that I'm the cream cheese pretzel stan.
Uh-huh.
This is too much.
Ah.
How are you supposed to eat this? This is not a visual medium. Let me share with you what this looks like. It looks like the pretzel that they just dipped like a donut into
lemon flavored icing.
And then it's got crushed vanilla wafers all over the top. It's a lot.
Yeah.
Like that is not portable. That's not going to be easily eaten as you're walking underneath the people mover, wishing that it would come back.
But I'm guessing that the icing is hardened. Not hardened, but it's not like
It looks
goopy.
soft.
You think so?
Yeah, it looks a lot like
I
a
bet it's
donut.
Yeah, but like on a donut, you walk around with a donut.
Yeah, but it doesn't also have a ton of vanilla wafers. And it's not a pretzel. Pretzels are weird shapes. Like you can't just like bite.
You got to tear it apart
Right.
and eat it.
This looks complicated. I will probably try it for science and report back. I will take one for the team.
That's so nice of you.
I know. I'm a giver.
Okay. Oh, I'm excited about this.
Okay.
Rancho del Zocalo.
This one's called walking. So apparently this one you can do while you're walking.
A walking taco. A fried tamale walking taco. It doesn't look walkable.
It does not look
looks
walkable.
like it's on a plate. And I think you would need a knife and a fork to eat it. So what's happening? I think it's just the walking taco part of...
Fried tamale walking taco, right? That's what it is called.
Yes.
Okay, let's read the description. Fried beef tamale with chili, corn chips, and diced onions with cilantro, shredded cheese, and sour cream. Where's the taco? That is not a taco. That is a tamale.
Yeah.
Why are we calling it
it's called a fried tamale walking taco. I think it's the corn chips
corn
that
chips?
make it a walking taco.
Corn chips do not a taco make.
Well, it makes a walking taco, though. Because you open a bag of Fritos and you dump the taco toppings on top to make a walking taco.
I mean, yes, that's correct.
Yes. You're just not in on the nomenclature there?
No.
Okay.
I have beef.
All right. So does it. So does the fried tamale walking taco.
They also have a mocha cream puff, which is filled with cinnamon mocha pastry cream and topped with chocolate flavored corn chips.
Chocolate
those are
covered
corn chips.
Chocolate covered corn chips.
Chocolate covered.
That sounds amazing, actually. Have you ever had chocolate covered potato chips?
Yeah, but that's a potato chip.
But
Corn?
I think it'll be okay.
Do you?
It's just a salty chocolate combo that I love.
I do too.
I'll try it.
Okay.
Except I'm not a huge mocha fan. We'll see.
We can try it together.
We will sit down and eat the walking taco and the cream puff.
We probably need to set aside a decent budget
Oh my gosh.
for all of the food we need to eat while
And
we're there.
we're not riding any rides that weekend.
No. Good thing we've ridden them before.
Yeah. Red Rose Tavern.
I think this looks good, and I am not a tuna girly, so
It's been a while since we've had a tuna melt at
anything.
Disneyland, I think.
Because who wants to eat tuna
I feel
in
like
a theme park?
maybe Flo's Cafe had
Back
a
in the
tuna
day?
melt when they first opened.
Okay.
Because that's a very classic diner.
I feel like it's just not something I am looking for
Mhm.
midday on a hot theme park day, but
Right. Well, and who has ever heard of Munster cheese at a theme park also?
I mean,
That feels dicey to me.
we're elevating our game
I
here, guys.
guess.
So fresh tuna salad topped with Munster and herb marinated tomatoes served with house chips. It's a tuna melt. It looks really
Yeah,
good.
It does look good, and I love their house chips. And then, of course, we've got the gray stuff,
This
celebrating.
This is where the naming team just gave up.
the 70th stuff. Isn't that what all of this is?
It's all
70th stuff. A shortbread cookie with a cookies and cream cake, fresh raspberry and raspberry jam surrounded with white chocolate mousse and topped with colored sprinkles.
It's new.
It is new.
Nonsense. Also, hold on.
Cookies and cream cake.
I'm trying to figure out where the gray stuff comes in.
Oh, there's no gray stuff. It doesn't say anything about gray.
But
But the cookies and cream is gray.
right, but that's a cake. Cookies and cream cake surrounded by white chocolate. So it's not gray stuff. So if you are wanting the gray stuff, this is not it.
Right.
This
It's
is the
70th
70th stuff.
I wonder, will they still have the gray stuff on the menu maybe
I don't know.
alongside this?
Let's see if it's even available yet.
But the candle is edible, right?
I would think.
Because there's a candle in the top of it.
Like a little chocolate candle.
Mhm.
Probably.
While she's looking that up, there's a sparkling peach punch as well. Sprite and peach syrup with assorted popping spheres.
Not boba.
Also available with a glow cube.
Oh, the glow cubes. We're going to talk about those shortly. If you have a wedding coming up, guys, and your last name starts with a D, you're going to want to you're going to want to tune in. So they have everything on the menu that is starting on the 16th, that will be available starting on the 16th. They also have the spring stuff. That's a shortbread cookie, red velvet cake, raspberry, and pastel-colored sprinkles. So this is how you're going to be able to tell them apart. Pastel-colored sprinkles equals spring. Jewel-colored sprinkles equals happiness.
Celebrate happy.
Yes. I am not seeing the gray stuff.
Might have to wait till next year because in the fall they'll do the Halloween stuff.
Yeah.
The grave stuff.
The grave stuff. See, that's creative. That's what I'm looking for when I'm looking for these names. Yeah, I don't see the average everyday gray stuff on the menu. So,
hey, we're moving over to Refreshment Corner now, and they have something that actually looks pretty tasty. This is the pulled pork mac and cheese in a bread bowl. It sounds similar to the bread cones that we had at Epic. The same kind of an idea. Mac and cheese in a bread bowl.
Topped with a pineapple barbecue pulled pork. That sounds pretty good.
And a sourdough bread bowl. And their bread bowls are so yummy.
They're really good.
And then the Fun Punch, which I actually would try this, I think. I'm not normally a sweet drinks person, but this sounds yummy.
I agree.
It's almost like a pog, like a sparkly pog. Fanta orange, pineapple orange, and lime juices, and grenadine.
Yeah.
Yum.
Non-alcoholic. All the kids can enjoy it. They've got a selection of pancakes at Riverbell Terrace.
A pancake flight, if you will.
Strawberry pancakes, blueberry pancakes, and for you Apple fans, apple pancake rolls.
Cute.
They're really cute. Breakfast only, obviously.
At Tiana's Palace, we've talked about this already. Oh, this has that edible candle on it, too. The house-filled celebration beignet. You know what makes it a celebration beignet?
The sprinkles.
The sprinkles. Also, that glaze will probably wreak havoc on your digestive system.
There's lots of dye in that glaze, guys. And yeah, edible candle. So cool. A little edible chocolate candle. The Tropical Hideaway has a pineapple upside down sundae, Dole Whip pineapple with a caramel drizzle, and pineapple upside down cake topped with a maraschino cherry.
That looks good.
That does look good. I would try it. I'm sorry, don't come for me. I'm not a huge Dole Whip fan. It's fine. I like it. It's not the treat I need to have every time I go. That sounds really good, though. I would probably try that.
You know what would make it better?
Let me think. No, what?
Coconut Dole Whip instead of a pineapple Dole Whip on top of a pineapple upside down cake.
Absolutely. It's not that hard, Disney. Really, you've got the machinery. You just need the different mix. I don't understand what the problem is.
It can't make it across the Missouri River.
It can't make
the Mississippi.
You can't make it across the Mason-Dixon line.
Right. Okay, at Troubadour Tavern, we have some new baked potatoes. We have the Wed Chili Cheese Baked Potato. This is a nod to Walter Elias Disney, topped with beef and bean chili, cheese, sour cream, diced onions, and cornbread. For those of you who know, he loved his chili. It's his special recipe.
Yes, and I told Asher about it, thinking he'd be excited. Asher is, thank goodness we went to Disney World for spring break because Asher is off Disney again.
Oh.
Especially after their UAE.
Oh, yeah, announcement.
Yes.
The Abu Dhabi.
Yes, he is off Disney. He's my little activist, and he is off Disney again. Yeah. So he's not interested.
And then the chicken pot pie baked potato was just chicken pot pie filling with pie crust crumble. I'm not so into that one. That sounds a little heavy to me.
Some of this really does. Like, you think about being in a theme park in the middle of summer in the hot. This sounds not good.
Maybe at night. Maybe it'd be all right at night.
Dancing shimmering lights. Sweet berry lemonade with blackberry topper and colorful sanding sugar.
So I have a question.
I'm ready.
On these lists, some of them have the little party popper icon next to them.
Okay.
Do you see that?
Yep.
What does that mean? Does that mean that those are 70th specific and the other things are continuing menu items?
I think it means that those are more exciting.
Oh, okay. Yay.
Those are the ones that you should be really amped about.
Okay.
Chicken pot pie potato.
Right?
Wed chili cheese baked potato.
Woo! Okay.
Tiramisu cold brew. Dark chocolate cold brew with tiramisu topper and ladyfinger cookie. Ladyfinger. Do you know who the Aquabats are?
Yes.
They have a show. It's the kitschiest, most campy show you've ever seen, and it's amazing. And we watched it when the kids were little, and it's like now it's just part of their nostalgia. And so we'll watch it occasionally. But there's an episode called Ladyfingers. And so I think of it every time I hear Ladyfingers. It's a cookie.
Yes.
And I'm a big fan of tiramisu. I will not be trying the cold brew.
All right. Okay, then we have some more. Oh, now we have California Adventure. We're moving over to California Adventure for their smattering of new things.
Their, 4 new things.
The Banana Split Churro is at the Goofy Sky School Churro Cart, and that's a classic churro rolled in chocolate sugar with banana sauce and vanilla sauce with a cherry on top.
I wonder how banana sauce will be. I'm skeptical. I'm nervous.
Yeah.
I may try it.
I probably will not.
Well, it's cut in half. So if I try it, you probably will.
Corn Dog Castle has a chili cheese corn dog.
That
sounds good.
It's a lot, though. Look at it.
Yeah, it is a lot. That'll be a nighttime snack as well.
Yes.
Hollywood Lounge has a celebration cocktail and a pink dragon fruit mimosa. Why is the celebration cocktail not new?
Because they've had it before.
What did we celebrate before we celebrated Happy? There was nothing else to celebrate before Happy came along.
That's got tequila, rum, vodka, and glittery blue raspberry lemonade topped with Sprite and garnished with a cherry. And then the dragon fruit mimosa is sparkling wine with violet and dragon fruit syrups and lemon juice served in a 70th celebration acrylic flute.
It's beautiful. That looks wedding ready, that flute.
That is a lovely flute.
I think they forgot to put new at the end of that celebration cocktail. For sure they didn't have that before.
There's no little celebration hat thing. No, it's
no
not a
party
hat, it's
popper.
a party popper next to it.
It's the celebration cornucopia, if you will.
The cornucopia of sprinkles and confetti.
And Happy. Okay,
so that's it for all of the restaurant things. Like I said, there's 3 things. At select outdoor vending locations, you've got, I don't like the verbiage on this either.
Why isn't it mango chili cotton candy?
Right. It's cotton candy mango chili. I don't understand, but it's orange mango chili cotton candy in a celebration bag.
It's probably translated from Spanish. You know, they put the adjectives at the end.
Probably right. What would that be in Spanish? Hold on. Can we put into Google Translate?
Probably.
Let's find out. Let's find out how we translate that.
Mango is mango, chili is chili. I think those are both Spanish words, but
it's cotton candy.
Cotton candy is going to be different. I don't know.
And they also are going to have the pink dragon fruit mimosas throughout the resort at vending locations, so you can get that anywhere.
Okay.
Imagine grabbing yourself a pink dragon fruit mimosa in this beautiful 70th celebration flute and enjoying the show on the side of Carthay Circle in the evening, just having a lovely Disney day.
Yes, and I think you should probably also grab a Mickey-shaped celebration waffle from Schmoozies that you can wash down with your pink dragon fruit mimosa.
And then over at Willie's Churros,
it's not what we wanted.
It is not what we wanted. It is not any variation of what we wanted. It is not the effing churro. It is the 70th celebration churro that we already told you about.
And Carl Strauss Brewing Company has their 70th anniversary IPA, which we've mentioned already before a couple of times, I think, but they're all over the place.
Throughout.
Find it anywhere. And then there's a couple of buckets and sippers and
the creepy Mickey,
the Yeti, and the regular popcorn bucket and a sipper and
a mouse ear popcorn bucket
and a straw topper. What's it called?
So you're not a big purchaser of these kinds of things, but let's look at them and say which ones would we buy.
I would buy the flute. I think the flute is pretty.
The flute is pretty. I would buy the regular popcorn bucket. I don't need a shaped one.
Yeah.
The regular old bucket is cute.
Yeah, we like to have those in our house for popcorn for movie nights for everybody. The stainless steel tumbler is really pretty.
I was just going to say.
Yeah,
I like it a lot.
That's something I would maybe grab.
It has a lanyard on it, so you can wear this around your neck for ease. For ease of sipping.
On your shoulder. The D Glow Cube, though, that's what we're really getting to, right?
That's where we're going. Yes, there is a 70th Celebration D Glow Cube. Now, here's what I'd like to point out. It's at a lot of places. In Disneyland Park, it's at a bunch of different places. In California Adventure, it's at a bunch of places. You can find it at the Disneyland Hotel, and you can find it at the Grand Californian. Now, I do not see on here anywhere that it is limit to per person per transaction. So.
And it's June, guys. It's wedding season. Now's the time.
You could buy 100 of these if you want to.
Just send us a couple of them
out
of your 100.
Jack has a Ziploc bag.
He does.
That he brings to Disney with him.
With his travel glow cube. Because sometimes Blue Bayou is out of glow cubes and he needs to improvise.
Okay, so this is actually a true story. We went to Blue Bayou for lunch when we were there in February, and we ordered drinks, and the server told us, I'm sorry, but we are out of glow cubes. And Jack said, that's fine, and he pulled a Ziploc bag out of his backpack
With his portable straw and his glow cube.
Turned his glow cube on, dropped it in his drink.
And the server was funny because she was like, you're making me look bad because I told a bunch of other kids in this restaurant that there were no glow cubes available. And here you are showing off your glow cube.
She came back and stopped and was like, what is that?
Oh, what a flex, Jack. What a flex.
And then when we were done, he pulled it out of his drink, wiped it off, put it back in a Ziploc bag, and carried on about his day. Anyway, I said immediately, I think I texted Katie, Jack is absolutely going to need that for his Ziploc bag.
For sure. Add to his glow cube collection.
And as am I.
Yes. It's really cute. It's fun.
The Celebration tumbler is also very cute.
Yeah.
Also with a lanyard. I like it better than the sipper.
What was the sipper? The one? Oh, yeah, for sure.
The sipper
yeah,
also has
I
a
don't love
lanyard.
sippers.
I don't either. It looks like you're going to a water park.
Yeah, I like the tumblers, not
I like
the
the
sippers.
tumbler, and I like that stainless steel one.
That 70th Celebration Tomorrowland Skyline Terrace cup is cute.
It is very cute.
But I don't think I'll ever get it because...
It's like a shot glass.
Oh, a little bit. We have some similar to that from the Matterhorn anniversary. Was it last year?
Yes.
We got them at Trader Sam's,
yep.
yes, with the whatever the anniversary Dole Whip flavor was, had little coconut flakes on top of it.
Speaking of Trader Sam's,
let's do it.
Let's move over to some of the new hotel things. So Trader Sam's is going to have 2 new drinks. There is a non-alcoholic Little Lagoon, which is lemonade, blueberry syrup, blueberries, garnished with a glow cube.
Ooh, what kind?
It doesn't say it's a D.
It does not.
And then they also have the Blue Flower Lagoon, which is going to be vodka, blue curacao, elderflower liqueur, lemon juice, and cane sugar syrup.
Basically the same drink, but with spirits, right? It sounds similar to me.
Does it?
Yeah.
Interesting. I do not think it sounds similar.
Oh, really?
No. But
well, they're both blueberry flavored drinks.
Blueberry. Blueberry vodka. Maybe, yeah. Mom and child. But I don't know enough about any of those alcohols to know what the flavoring is. But anyway, 2 new drinks at Trader Sam's, 2 new drinks over at the Broken Spell and Palm Breeze.
Yes, they will share these, I guess. The 70th Celebration Specialty Beverage. It does not have any sprinkles on it. I don't know how they're calling it a 70th Celebration drink.
Notice that it does not have the party popper next to it.
Yeah, sure doesn't. Boring. And then an apricot vodka cocktail. And then over at the Grand Californian, we have a honey gintini. I've never heard of a gintini before, have you?
Not till
Isn't
today.
it just a martini?
I feel like that should have a pop or a popper next to it. That's very celebrational.
And
it's
then
we've invented a new drink. Why aren't we celebrating?
the 70th Celebration cocktail is there as well. Where is that cookie? I don't see that. Oh, the 70th Celebration sugar cookie. That does have sprinkles. Lots and lots of sprinkles.
That has sprinkles.
And then the Great Hall cart, which is not a cart anymore. It's a permanent counter.
Mm-hmm.
And that has a celebration cupcake with no sprinkles.
No sprinkles,
But
but
it's
there's
a-
a glittery 70 on there. That
Mhm.
doesn't look edible,
It doesn't.
but it has lots of glitter.
Yeah.
Danger. Okay. Throughout the park also, we have new candies.
Mm-hmm.
Let's just say that the one that I love the most is that, donut cereal treat. The 70th Mickey donut cereal. No, that's not right. It's the blue balloon
It's
Mickey
a cake
marshmallow pop.
Oh, it's a marshmallow pop.
It's a
Ooh,
marshmallow
that's
pop.
cute.
It is really cute.
It's fun. It looks like pop art.
Yes. It's very cute.
Mhm.
It's blue. I have an
Balloon
issue
Mickey
with
marshmallow
blue
pop.
dyed foods.
Yes. And then these new, the 70th mini cake pop and the 70th Mickey cake pop, don't say they're new, but I'm guessing they're new if they're for the 70th. I feel like they just
It's just
forgot to
probably
put
a
new
different
on. They got
color
the person typing this got tired of typing new
on
they
everything.
They couldn't copy paste fast enough before
Yeah.
this needed to be published. So
At Beignets Express, their seasonal beignet is going to be the joyful blueberry cobbler beignet. Sounds good. Black Tap is going to have a cotton candy crazy shake. Do they always have a cotton candy crazy shake?
I don't know.
I feel like I've seen it before, but
It
it's a
doesn't say
strawberry-
new.
It doesn't say new. It's a strawberry shake with vanilla frosted rim and sprinkles, topped with a lollipop, purple and pink rock candy, whipped cream, and cotton candy. That is a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's just a bunch of different drinks at the different restaurants. Anything to make note of on here?
I don't think
What
so.
are these cute little happy birthday cookie things? Oh, at Kayla's Cake, there's a celebration macaron pop.
That's it.
French strawberry chocolate chip buttercream with a gooey marshmallow center. And they say happy birthday on them. So
They're cute.
if you don't have a wedding coming up, but you have a birthday coming up, grab a few of those.
Salt and Straw has Celebration Vanilla. I think we talked about this a couple episodes ago, but it's vanilla ice cream with sprinkles. Wetzel's Pretzels has Incredibits, which is a Choco Churro Bits, Bacon Ranch Bits, or S'mores Bits. So 3 different bits styles.
Lots of bits.
Lots of bits. Incredibits is, I'm guessing it's an nod to Incredibles, but...
And if you've been listening to this menu reading today and you've been thinking, but what of this could my kids eat?
What will my kids like?
Disney is here to tell you that your kids will like the macaroon, the alien macaroon.
Ooh, you got to say it like the aliens.
The Miss Daisy, the cowboy fries, the Mickey hat cookie, and the house-filled celebration beignet. That is what they will like. 97% of that is sugar, so duh.
Except for the cowboy fries, which I don't see any kid trying. That's so many different flavors mixed together.
Okay, Disney, you got to stop with the
nice
kid menus.
try.
And also, if you're going to make a kid menu, if you're going to recommend, find parents to make it, because we could tell you, pick anything with sugar. That's probably what the kids are going to like.
Yeah. And then there's a Joffrey's coffee bring home, so you can buy the 70th blend of Joffrey's coffee, and then there are also some 70th themed gift cards for you for your shopping pleasure.
That's what you got, guys.
That's it.
And then we've told you that all of the additions to the menus that we've rolled out throughout the previous weeks, there's a lot to eat at Disneyland right now. So if you're going, make a list.
Yeah. And don't ride any rides. That's our recommendation. If you want to fit it all in.
If you're planning on 3 days, add a 4th day just to eat.
Yes. All right. Well, this is your weekly reminder to follow us on Instagram at Ropedrop.Parkhop, and on Facebook the same, and our fun discussion group, Rope Dropping and Park Hopping.
Guess what's coming up?
Tell me.
Our 4th anniversary.
Yay!
We recorded our very first episode on June 1st of 2021.
Mm-hmm.
So here in 2 weeks is our 4th anniversary. We've been doing this for 4 years. Best 4 years of my life.
Agreed.
Anyway,
and it doesn't feel that. In some ways, it doesn't feel that long, and
No.
in some ways, it feels like we've been doing this forever.
I know, I agree. But thanks for being here. So if you've been listening to us for 4 years, no hurry, but we'd love it if you'd leave us a rating and a review, and
Yes, please.
subscribe to the podcast. Also, join us on the Patreon.
We have a lot of fun on Patreon.
Next week.
We have our live meetup tomorrow. If you're listening to this on Monday.
It's tomorrow. So there's still time.
Still time. And what else?
And
Is that all?
Come to Facebook. Did you say that?
Yes. Okay. And also follow us on Instagram and go to our Facebook and Patreon.
And also subscribe to the podcast.
Bye, guys.
Bye.